Stark's snap in new Endgame behind-the-scenes video. Robert Downey Jr. films Tony Stark's Thanos defeating snap in a brand new Avengers Endgame behind-the-scenes video. Marvel Cinematic Universe's inaugural hero bid the franchise goodbye in the Joe and Anthony Russo-directed flick. Written by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, the movie is the culmination of everything that has transpired in the film series since it was kicked off in 2008 by Jon Favreau's Iron Man, and there's poetic justice that it begins and ends with Stark, with his worst nightmare coming to life in Avengers Infinity War. Stark checked out on being a superhero after coming back from Titan. He then spent the next 5 years living a quiet life with Pepper, Gwyneth Paltrow, and daughter Morgan, Lexi Rabe. But when an opportunity to bring back everyone who was dusted from Thanos' snap emerged, he couldn't resist the call of duty. Stark suited back up and reassembled with the core 6 Avengers alongside their allies for the time heist. They were successful in their original mission, but with the threat of Thanos still looming large, Iron Man decided to take the villain once and for all by wielding the power of all Infinity Stones and snapping him out of existence. This, unfortunately, killed the hero in the process. It's one of the most powerful scenes in Endgame, and now fans can watch Downey film it in a new series video, shared by Jimmy Ridge on his official Instagram account, is a clip of Iron Man's memorable snap in Endgame. Downey previously shared images of him shooting this bit during principal photography. The scene, however, was reworked last minute after the Russos decided to include the line "I am Iron Man" in the shot. The actor didn't want to do it initially, but he eventually agreed. It was reshot in Los Angeles, and this is the behind-the-scenes look for that. Technically, this was Stark's final scene in Endgame and MCU as a whole. While he left a pre-recorded message, the line "I am Iron Man" was the last phrase he said before passing. During his emotionally charged improvised death scene, he didn't utter a word, a creative choice made by Downey. This allowed Paltrow, Tom Holland, Peter Parker, and Don Cheadle, Rhodey, to take over and properly bid him goodbye. But with the upcoming re-release of Endgame in cinemas, there might be a chance to see an additional scene with the character. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige said the upcoming re-release will include a few new bits such as a deleted scene. Fans know that Katherine Langford was cast to play Old Morgan, and she filmed a scene with Downey parallel to Thanos and Gamora's sequence in this old world after the Mad Titan snapped in Infinity War. Whether or not there will be any additional sequence with Iron Man in Avengers Endgame's re-release frankly is just a bonus. While not everyone is thrilled with how Stark's story wrapped up in the MCU, it's hard to disagree that it makes sense for him to do the sacrificial play. Every step of his arc in the movie was meticulously planned, that it paid homage to his history and set up his demise. Downey played the character brilliantly for the last 11 years, but his most recent outing as the character is arguably his best. At this point, there's no issue with Stark's final line being the same iconic one he delivered a decade ago that shaped the MCU. If anything, it is a pretty cool way to send off the beloved hero. Key release dates: Spider-Man: Far From Home, 2019. Release date: July 02th 2019. Be sure to like and subscribe.